G'day guys, and welcome back to the channel. I'll be doing my tips for round 10 today. Let's have a bit of a look at the ladder, and we've got Langs up the top of the table still. He's held firm here, sitting at 57, 204 points there. Oh, how did I go? I think I might have gone back a couple of spots. So yeah, just got to slowly make my way up the ladder and yeah, just be a bit better. So let's see how we go this week with some more tough games to come up. We start off Thursday night, Gold Coast hosting Geelong. This one's at TIO Stadium. I'm quite surprised that Gold Coast are not favourites, considering Geelong have Cameron out, Hawkins out, Dangerfield. Don't know what's happening with Bowes. Don't know what's happening with Conway, etc. But yeah, I know our midfield's going to definitely be tested. I hope we respond. We don't normally lose 3 in a row, but I didn't think we'd win this even going into the season. So yeah, and with who we have out at the moment, I'm going to go Gold Coast by... I think they won by 15 points last time, so maybe let's go 14 points. Yeah, I think they play their footy really well up there. They've won their last 5 there, I'm pretty sure, and they've played some okay opposition up there. They've beaten the Doggies up there, etc., etc. Just don't like the way we're going about it at the moment, and yeah, that midfield's going to be tested again, and that's where Gold Coast shines. And they're very good at there. I don't know if we've ever played at TIO Stadium, so not to mention the Cats' injuries, I think Gold Coast win this one. Over to Sydney on Friday night, we've got Sydney hosting Carlton, and Sydney just absolutely purring along at the moment, defeating Dockers comfortably away from home. Carlton with a good win over the D's, that's for sure. They've got a nice record of them, are late. Sydney are not doing anything wrong at the moment. I reckon they'll win. They'll win at home. And, yeah, it'd be too good for the Blues, I suspect. Then we've got Collingwood hosting Adelaide. This one will be the MCG. The Pies did what they had to do against the Eagles. Pretty comfortable win. And the Crows, they've had a draw for the first time at Adelaide Oval by the sounds of it. So that was, quite a sight to see. Some more moments where we just don't know how to think or feel. They've had some close ones of recent times, but I reckon the Pies will be too strong to get the job done at home. And they look like they're on a roll now. Back to some of their better footy. Over to Giants Stadium, we've got GWS hosting the Western Bulldogs. And yeah, it's a big game. Big game. We need a response from the Giants. I think I've got them wrong the last 4 weeks, but they went down to the Bombers. That's right. So they've lost 3 of their last 4. They need to get a bit of a rigor on and a move on. And the Doggies, big win over the Tigers. But I reckon the Giants will get the job done at home. I have to say, I'm very interested to see what their recent form looks like. But yeah, they just won at the Doggies' home deck, and they lost at home early that season with a good win by the Bulldogs. Well, that doesn't really help me. I think that was at Monaco. Hopefully that was at Monaco. I think it was. I'll go the Giants, not with a lot of confidence, but yeah, hopefully they can get the job done. Genuine 50-50 that one. Saturday night, we have Brisbane hosting Richmond. The odds are pretty stark if you look at the lines standpoint. Richmond with, a stack of injuries and, a long way off at the moment with the personnel they've got out. Brisbane to win at home. I think that'll be their first win of the season at home, if I'm not speaking incorrectly. I think, Brisbane, they had a draw. Tigers went down by over 90 points against the Doggies. I reckon, Brisbane get the job done here. Then we go to Marvel Stadium, where we've got the Saints hosting Fremantle. Interesting that the Saints are going in favourites here, considering their form. I like the Dockers. They had a good win, I think, at Marvel not too long ago. Saints haven't been able to score that well. Be a good test, good battle of the defences. I think Fremantle will have a bit too much firepower in that midfield to overwhelm the Saints. And they've let me down as well, the Saints. So I'm a bit off them at the moment. On the Sunday, we go to the Bombers and North Melbourne. Lots of people think that the Bombers will win here. I also agree. Bombers, they had a good win over the Giants. North thrashed by the Gold Coast Suns. yeah, it's hard to go past the Bombers, who defensively lifting their profile nicely. And, yeah, North are just conceding 100 points plus every week. So, yeah, if they're doing that, it's going to be finding a difficult avenue to get a win on the board. Second last game in the round, we have Port Adelaide, who are hosting Hawthorn. Had some interesting clashes in the past, and I think Hawthorn have caused some upsets here historically. Not last year, as we can see, but I reckon they've defeated them there at least twice in the last 6 or so years. Port should win. They got the job done over the Cats by a goal at GMHBA. Hawthorn, a good win over the Saints, their second win in a row. So they're on a bit of a hot streak. Port to get the job done, but I suspect Hawthorn will give them some troubles and dramas throughout the game. Final game of the round, we have West Coast hosting Melbourne, and we saw the Eagles. They went down to the Pies. Big loss there away from home at Marvel, and then the D's, they came charging back late against the Blues, but it wasn't quite good enough to get the job done. D's are in solid form. Eagles inconsistent, but have been a lot more competitive throughout season 2024. All right, here's what I've gone. I've gone with Gold Coast, Sydney, Collingwood, GWS, Brisbane, Fremantle, Essendon, Port Adelaide, and Melbourne. So those are my picks for round 10. Hopefully I can get a decent score this week, so we'll see how it all pans out. But that's all from me, team. Hope you enjoyed. Feel free to join the tipping competition. Got the link in the description below if you want to get amongst that and face the music, face the noise, get amongst it. We'd love to have you along. So, yeah, click that in and you'll be able to join by getting into the description there, having a crack at that one. Thanks for joining in, guys. I'll catch you on the next video.